But if you go in there, you ain't coming out.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for another batch of awful movies that were released despite being incomplete.
So, what's the big surprise?
Let's find out.
Number 10, Justice League. After numerous false starts, Man of Steel director Zack Snyder was announced to helm the DC crossover Justice League.
Clark. I know you.
However, the film's production was troubled, and due to a combination of studio executives being dissatisfied with Snyder's Batman v Superman and personal tragedy in his life, he never finished filming the movie. His replacement was Joss Whedon, leading to a disjointed film.
I'm not doing this on purpose.
Right.
Despite the change in production, the original release date was kept so executives could receive bonuses. The crunch meant digital artists weren't given time to properly finish the film.
Does your thing really stand for hope?
Yes, it does.
Years after the film crashed at the box office, and with a passionate outpouring of support from fans, Snyder was finally able to finish his version of the film in 2021.
Not impressed.
Number 9, The Disappointments Room. Allegedly based on an episode of HGTV, this aptly titled horror flick, which finished filming in 2014, entered into post-production hell for 2 years.
David, there's something out here.
We live in a country now, babe. All kinds of crazy critters out there.
As it was awaiting release, the film's distributor, Relativity Media, filed for a Chapter 11 bankruptcy, causing them to sell off their rights to the film. The film received and then lost a video-on-demand release date before finally being acquired by Rogue Pictures.
I was upstairs, David. I was locked in that little room in the attic.
Hey, wait. You got in?
In that lengthy post-production, several scenes were cut, resulting in a finished product where chunks of the story were clearly missing.
You are a miserable mother. And you will fail again.
Upon release, the film would drop from playing on over 1,500 screens one week to just 36 the next, and earn a notorious 0% critical score on Rotten Tomatoes.
I think I can't tell anymore what's real and what's not real.
Number 8, Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. Trouble arose from the very start of the 5th Star Trek film. William Shatner, slated to direct due to contractual obligations, clashed with studio execs and writers.
You told me you could have this ship operational in 2 weeks. I gave you 3. What happened?
I think you gave me too much time, Captain.
The film was rushed into production due to a writer's strike and a perceived warning of the franchise's appeal. Its effects budget was drastically cut, and ILM, which had worked on the previous 3 Trek films, was deemed both too busy and too expensive to work on the film.
Bring the ship closer.
I said, what does God need with a starship? Jim, what are you doing? I'm asking you a question.
Instead, a cheaper option was taken, with effects artists given half the industry standard time to work on the film.
I'm afraid I overshot the mark by 1 level.
Nobody's perfect.
This resulted in a climax which at scripting was bold and ambitious, appearing as one that was clearly incomplete with bad effects and a lack of tension.
I thought I was going to die.
Not possible.
Number 7, Highlander 2, The Quickening. Despite a very definitive ending, the financial allure of a sequel to the highly profitable Highlander drew back stars Christopher Lambert and Sean Connery, as well as director Russell Mulcahy.
Free men of the planet, hear me. You gathered together in secret for the last time.
The film retconned much of the lore established in the first outing, notably including the inexplicable return of Connery's deceased character.
Will we be together? Well, not at first, but we are joined in a way that can never be broken. Not even by death.
To make matters worse, the film was shot in Argentina, and during filming, the Argentine economy crashed, causing hyperinflation in the country.
Life is going to be quite predictable without McLeod.
Mulcahy was taken off the film, a decision made by a Bond company that took over production, drastically changing the story and re-editing what had already been shot into an incomprehensible mess.
You're nothing but a tired old man.
More than you know.
Number 6, Dune. After more than a decade trying to get a Dune adaptation off the ground, producer and rights holder Dino De Laurentiis signed director David Lynch.
I did not say this. I am not here.
I understand.
First envisioned as 2 films and then a 3-hour epic, Lynch was unable to shoot much of what he originally planned. Even after cuts to his original script and while facing a limited effects budget, Lynch's road cut totaled 4 hours in length.
Remember, walk without rhythm and we won't attract the worm. It will go to the thumper. I'm ready.
The theatrical release ultimately cut the runtime in half and was cobbled together with new scenes and voiceover to piece together the film that clearly was missing parts.
Ye shall know your ways, as if born to them.
Over the years, intrepid fans have managed to piece together a more complete version akin to Lynch's original vision.
God created Arrakis to train the faithful. One cannot go against the word of God.
Number 5, Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. Made by Canon as the company was on the verge of financial success,
The Daily Planet hasn't made any money in 3 years.
And the name of the game is making money.
the result is clear on screen, as the initial budget was cut in half and the crew from the first 3 films was replaced for pennies on the dollar. This led to bad effects and recycled shots. John Cryer, who appeared in the film, even stated that because of the cuts, the film was left unfinished.
This is my nephew, Lenny. He worships me.
The dude of steel. Boy, are you gonna get it.
However, much of what had been completed wasn't even in the film, with 45 minutes of footage being deleted by Canon. None of this helped Canon or the film, which became a huge financial and critical disaster.
I thought I could give you all the gift of the freedom for more, but I was wrong.
Number 4, Foodfight. Conceived as the Avengers of product placement, mascot for all kinds of food companies would be featured in this supermarket crossover animated flick.
But it's so dangerous.
Don't cry for me, Charlie Tuna.
However, a haphazard production caused several brands to back out of their involvement with the film as the film faced numerous setbacks. The most notable was when multiple hard drives containing assets from the film were either stolen or intentionally deleted, depending on who you believe.
It just doesn't add up.
The film was delayed for multiple years, until finally it was stitched together as quickly and cheaply as possible and released.
I'm gonna pop your corn, lady.
Roll over, Detective. You're mine.
This despite much of the animation being in an unfinished state. Those unlucky few that saw it in the single week of release were treated to pure nightmare fuel.
Oh, Dex, I'm so proud of you. You saved us all.
We saved each other because the secret is inside all of us.
Number 3, Masters of the Universe. Based on the line of action figures of the same name, the Masters of the Universe movie was hampered by serious budgetary problems.
Stop complaining. It's only mud.
That's easy to say when you don't have clogged gill slits.
It seems that much of the planned scenes to be set on the fantasy world of Eternia were relocated to suburban areas on Earth. When things finally got rolling, production slowed to a standstill as Mattel only paid half the budget on time.
We're not your enemies.
If you would just give us that, we would be very, very grateful.
You're not getting nothing till I get some answers.
With no money to shoot the final climactic battle between the hero He-Man and the villain Skeletor, the film was in trouble.
You promised not to hurt them!
I lied.
The final result took place in a dimly lit set, shot with just a few crew members and only the 2 primary actors, and financed by the director himself.
It's over.
Number 2, Alone in the Dark. Uwe Boll is no stranger to loosely adapting video games into barely comprehensible films that often don't bother with the basics, such as setting out a visible dolly track. While many of his adaptations feel like a rough cut, to be generous, a few stand above, including the atrocious vampire film Blood Rain. But one we feel is even more blatantly incomplete is a film frequently cited as one of the worst films of all time, Alone in the Dark.
Give me one reason why I should ever even speak to you again.
Look at this. I was in the Amazon for 6 weeks, tracking poachers across their transport lines.
Even with the opening text crawl that seems to go on forever, the film is practically incomprehensible.
It's a key.
This could be our only way out of here.
Not even those involved can come to an agreement as to which of the 7 scripts for the film was actually used while making the film.
I don't believe it.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, The Snowman. Unresolved plots, vanishing characters, and jarring edits are some of the problems that plague this murder mystery.
Your marriage. Was everything all right? Were either of you having an affair?
All of these stem from the fact that large chunks of the film were simply never shot. As director Thomas Alfredson revealed that somewhere between 10 to 15% of the screenplay was just never shot due to a rush production.
What did you argue about?
He doesn't want to leave the city.
Large chunks of the story that are simply missing are often filled in with automatic dialogue replacement, awkwardly spliced in, or by cutting together unrelated shots.
Can you tell me, well, was your wife seeing anyone?
I checked her credit card bills. She'd been to see a pregnancy doctor.
Meanwhile, other scenes that were probably not finished still appear in the released film. The biggest flaw resulting from the unfinished production, however, is that the central mystery is absolutely incomprehensible nonsense.
You have a woman who loves you, a boy who's devoted to you. Why did you abandon them?
They deserve better.
Which unfinished film did you end up watching? Let us know in the comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more Watch Mojo videos.
I never stopped believing in you, Dex.